Hi, I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. So, of course, if you've been following me for some time, you know I talk about Humbl. Everything Humbl is what we talk about on this channel. So, if you want to know about Humbl, you have come to the right place. But before I go any further, I have to let you know I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I talk about on this channel are my own thoughts and opinions. If you need financial help, please go see somebody who does that for a living, as everything I talk about on this channel are my own thoughts and opinions and based on my own research or what has been provided by Humbl and the news outlets by that means. So let's get right into a couple little housekeeping things for everybody that follows my channel, and for those who are trolls and troll my channel as well and always say negative things on my channel time and time again, always the same stuff. So for the folks out there, I think it's really important to note that you really have to think about the information that you're getting. And don't want to go off of what other people say, but make sure you do your own research. Come to a reasonable conclusion in what you're thinking you're investing in. So for example, if you have a company, first of all, a company goes to the stock market so they can get investors to help invest in their product or their service that they're looking to launch, or they're looking to expand, and so they need more funds to do so. So that's where the stock market comes in. So we have, as investors, we have an opportunity to invest in a company. So like Humbl, for example, we have an actual company here that is doing things, and they're growing, and they're at the early stages, and we're having an early opportunity to invest in this company at a very early stage, at a very low price. Now, granted, there's some people that got in at $7. There are some that bought at $4 and $3 and $2, and others bought at 25 cents or less. Regardless of when you bought in, of course, you can't time the market, but if you hold, you should come out just fine. Now, in the meantime, of course, it can be a little painful to see that your account's down, 100% or 200% or whatever it might be for you. I am in that boat too. I'm down as well. I'm not looking for a short flip and put some money in my bank account. I am looking at this particular stock as a long-term opportunity. And when I say long-term, I'm talking 3 years to 7 years. And likely I will have a nice return on my investment way before the 7 years comes to fruition. But in any case, the point of the matter is this company continues to deliver on what they promised they're going to do. And we're approaching 1 year from when, Humbl took over TSMP before they actually became Humbl. And there's been a lot of things, a lot of changes and things that have been rolled out. I have the NFT gallery, the marketplace, the launch of their app, with the credit cards. You could sign up for credit cards, and they're just trying to lay the basis, the foundation of these elements, and then they build off of those. Now, in recent times, we also have what we call shorters, people that want to short a stock because why? They make money when the stock goes down. So we have to be very careful that we do not fall in the trap of listening to these people, because every week, even when there's good news, they always seem to want to find some negative thing or make up stuff like saying the company's not doing what they say, or they'll just come up with some kind of story so that you get nervous and sell so that they make money. So don't forget, there's people out there that are making money based on your emotions. So don't make an emotional mistake when you're trading with your money, when you're using your funds to make money. You have to think about the long haul. If you go to any financial advisor, they're going to tell you the markets are going to go up and down, but if you stay in it long enough, you'll come out ahead. All right. Now, if you didn't want to take any chances, zero chances at all, no risk, then you just leave your money in the bank account and you can collect less than 0.25% for the entire year. But you didn't do that. That's why you're in the market. So you have to think like that. You have to be, a business You have to have business sense. So anyways, enough of that. Let's talk more about Humbl and what they have been delivering as of late. And so I'm going to bring you the latest things and a couple things that have happened over the course of the last week as well. So we had the launch of Blocks. Now Blocks is a decentralized, autonomous organization. So it's not governed by any one person, but rather all those who invest in Blocks have a percentage of say, you might say, in the organization. But it's not ruled by any one person. So that rolled out, and I was able to pick up some Blocks. I definitely bought my share of Blocks for now, and I will, likely add to that as I have the funds to do so. I bought in around 5 cents. Probably could have gotten it around 3 or less, but it is what it is. I was a little bit tied up at the time, but in any case, it's still a great price to buy in at. I suspect that we're going to be getting some news this coming week in reference to both Blocks, what they're doing, but also with Humbl. And it's connected in some means or way, because Humbl is using Blocks as the engine. And you might say Humbl is the car that's going to get us there, but the engine inside that car is Blocks. And so that's going to be essential to starting to see everything starting to come together. Now, what is something that some of the things that has recently taken place over the past week? So we have Blocks that came out. We also have the Humble Nation podcast, which is live. You can watch it. And that's also with Nick Carter, and there's some little nuggets in there. So if you listen to that, you can get those. So it's really important to stay up on a business that you're invested in, almost like you're working in the business. So you want to be informed as to what is going on. And then we have a really famous surfer who has a collection now on Humbl NFTs. You can just check it out. You can always check out the tweet, go to the NFT page. You're gonna see it, and you don't want to miss that. Like I said, you want to keep up with what's going on with Humbl. So some of the more recent things that are happening now. Blocks is a big deal, so I don't want to say that that's not, because it definitely is a big deal, and it all works together. And so, the fact that Blocks is launched now allows Humbl to start rolling out their platform to do more of what we're expecting it to do. So, with that said, on Friday, we had the launch of the Humbl Pay wallet. And let me say this, I was not expecting the wallet to be able to allow us to buy crypto. Now, I'm not sure if I missed that on another video or somewhere along the way, or I forgot, but I think the consensus has been that nobody was really expecting you to be able to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any of the other cryptocurrencies out there on the Humbl wallet. At least if it was, not right away. And so that's one of the big things, and I've got a lot of nice feedback from a lot of folks saying that it's really easy to use. You can load up your wallet pretty easy. Now this is a soft launch of their of the wallet, but it looked really nice. And I'm going to be moving some money in there and testing some features out. And one of those features that I'm going to be testing out is the ability to earn interest. So if you park your money, for example, in US stablecoins, you can earn up to 7% interest, people. 7%. So I'm going to do a little more research on that, read the fine lines and find out if that's a fixed amount, is that a variable, 7%. So I'm going to try to do a follow-up video on that and share that information with you. But 7% is great. I mean, right now I'm not even getting 0.25% parking my money in the bank right now. And if any of you all are getting more than 0.25%, have your money sitting in the bank, this regular banking savings account, please let me know. Just leave a comment below so I can move some of my money into another bank. But right now it looks like I'm going to be moving my money into Humbl because there's no point and having, excess money that you don't need to just live off of on a day-to-day basis is sitting in your bank doing nothing for you. So let your money go to work for you. That's why you likely invested in Humbl. And if you're not, you want to probably take a look at this company. So again, when you're investing in a company, you're investing in the company to help that company grow. You're not investing in a company to expect returns in the immediate right now. You have to invest for the future, right? So as Humbl continues to grow, there'll be more people investing, more people become aware of it. I still believe that they're going to uplist to Nasdaq, in the first quarter of next year. I don't know that for sure. That's just my own thoughts and opinions. However, that's all speculative, but it is based on some knowledge or research that I've done. Now, when they decide to do that is obviously entirely up to them. However, from the research I have done, they cannot do it until the first quarter of next year because they have to wait 1 calendar year from the time of a shell takeover and a change of name. So that change of name happened in the first quarter of 2021. So it would only be logical that they would not be able to uplist to Nasdaq until the first quarter of 2022. And it could, of course, roll into the second quarter of 2022. And they only have to maintain a price point of around $2 to $4, depending on some other factors like how much revenue they have coming in. If they have a lot of revenue coming in, then they only need $2. So there's a lot of different things. So you're going to hear a lot of different viewpoints on how much, what the price has to be at. I personally think based on their revenue and everything, they're going to hit the benchmark of only needing to be at $2 a share. And they only need to maintain that for like 4 to 10 days. So they only have to be at $2 or more a share for 4 to 10 days. And they can't do it before the first quarter of next year. So I believe that we're going to get a lot of additional supporting things and allow this stock to start going up leading up to the 1 calendar year from the time that they transitioned and took on the name Humbl. And so anyways, a very illogical approach. I'm just taking the logical approach. We don't really know because I don't work for Humbl. So yeah. And just on a side note, I'm going to be getting myself a new sweater because, well, quite frankly, this one's a bit small for me. And so I'm going to be upgrading this, and you might even see me wearing a hat in the next video or two. But I'm going to be keeping this Humbl shirt right here, this Humbl sweater, because this was my first Humbl sweater. One day it might be worth something. So might have some value there. But in any case, these are just a few of the things you can transfer your money from some of these other exchanges into Humbl's wallet. And the last thing I want to mention to you all, and I could be missing something here that's important, but this is available in the United States, Canada, Mexico, Singapore, Australia, and New Zealand. Brian Foote did mention, look, if you have a cryptocurrency that you're moving over to Humbl, make sure it's a cryptocurrency that is supported by Humbl. They only have 20 right now. So if you try transferring money into the Humbl wallet, but that cryptocurrency is not available in the Humbl wallet, you're going to lose that money. And that's not Humbl's fault. That's your fault for not doing your research. So make sure you double check before you do that so you don't lose thousands of dollars. But again, the app is available. The Humbl wallet is available in the United States, Canada, Mexico, Singapore, Australia, and New Zealand. Likely, that's going to be growing. The other thing that they mentioned, besides the 20 different digital currencies, is that in Canada and Singapore, you cannot withdraw or sell at this time. So I'm sure that's coming. They're leading to that. Plus, Brian Foote had mentioned that they're going to give us an update with their teams that are working on the P2P product. So we're going to see all these things starting to come together because our engine blocks is revving up to make you some money. And so what's one more thing I can think of here? There was another thing I was going to tell you about. Oh yes, I just remembered the other thing I was going to tell you about. So the last thing I want to throw out there is that with Humbl having the cryptocurrency ability to buy cryptocurrency and with fees being less, that is going to catapult us to the front of the line very quickly. Stablecoin, for example, is on the stock market, and that stock is trading at over $300 a share. Now, I want you to think about that for a minute. Humbl is offering the same thing, but they're going to be offering so much more because they have the marketplace, they have the NFTs, they have the ticketing. Folks, don't miss out on this opportunity. It's staring you in the face. That's all I can tell you. This is a real company. These people have a real vision. They've been working on it for many years. My hat goes off to you guys over there, the team at Humbl. Keep up the good work. I'm a longtime supporter of you guys, and I'm still going to be here in the years to come. I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you needed to know today.